All right, here's the trailhead. I believe this is the last exhibit on this little start of the trail. Some nice chairs to sit down and have a view around. And so this is showing all the different fires in the area. You've got the Tokum Verandae fire, Wardle fires. This is 2018, 2003, 2001, Mount Shanks fire, Shoebox fire. What's that one? Octopus fire, Spar fire, Verdant fire. So yeah, this whole area has just been nailed by fires. Well, onward we go. Got a few miles to make to get to the Simpson cabin. That's the goal for today. After an hour and a half into the hike, this isn't the first water source, but probably the best one. It's the cleanest and definitely the most volume. And there's these big trees to get across. There's a couple of them here. Let's take this one. Sun's poked out. Looking good over here. And here's our trail. Looking to the west. Coming up this ridge here, bench I guess, on top of the Simpson River. Sun's out. River looks fantastic. And up ahead, looks like rain. Hopefully it'll pass by the time I get there. So what am I in? Yeah, I'm 2 hours into the hike now. I like how all these poplars and shrubs are coming in. There was a section back there that's kind of overtaking the trail a bit, but it's easy to get through as of now. A couple years might be a different story. Assiniboine Park. Took exactly 3 hours to get here. Pretty slow going for me. Nice hike though. There is a bunch of trees down about a kilometer back from here. Nothing too difficult, but a little bit of an issue. There's a little bit of a cut line right here. I guess this marks the boundary. And I'm not sure if there's kind of a cut line over here or not. Looks like it from here, but I'll take a better look. Yeah, I'm gonna forget about looking for that other cut line if it's on the other side. I don't think there is. But here's the trail, and it's run into a real quagmire. So yeah, we're just gonna work our way through and see how this goes. Here's the excellent bridge at the cabin, Surprise Creek cabin. This is over the Simpson River. And of course there's got to be, had to be 2 trees down right across the trail. It's kind of tough going through here. There's some real gnarly places. Anyway, it's taken me 4.5 hours to get here. Fair enough, I'm not the fastest hiker, nor am I in shape, and nor am I in a hurry. Surprise Creek Corrals. There's quite a bit of flat space out here, and there's some space over in the trees here a bit. And I know I have camped down in these bushes, but it's probably getting pretty crowded. And here's our trail to the water. And there's the cabin. There's the outhouse. We'll see if anybody's here. Window guards are down. Nice fire pit. There's Surprise Creek right over there. That's even better water. Got a bear bin, gray water. This is a great spot. Welcome to Surprise Creek Cabin. Got some bunks. Nice table, wood burning stove, can't probably see it very well, it's dark in here. Bunch of odds and ends. Awesome place. We'll call this home for the night. Good morning, it is Surprise Creek. Sun is out. We're on the move. Destination is Rock Lake. have lunch there, see how we feel, and go from there. So it took 4.5 hours, even a little bit more, 4 hours and 40 minutes for me to get here, and supposedly it's only 9 clicks. I know I was moving slow, but wow, I never thought I was going to get here. My legs are tired. Anyway, here we are at Rock Lake. There's the outlet. It's in a pretty nice location. However, yeah, it's been burnt. We'll have a quick look at the campground here. So there's that orange marker. That's the trail coming in off the main trail. It says 200 meters. That's probably fairly accurate. There's what I think are just 3 tent pads here. A little bit of flat ground. You might be able to set up somewhere in here, but it's not a lot of space. Here's the outhouse. Last time I was here, the door was off the hinges, and been fixed up. Over here we have the cook area. So we're going to have a late lunch here. Nice view from the fire pit. Of course, there's lots of firewood. And over here is gray water area and bear bins. So a small little camp. Just kind of trying to see if there's any more space here for an extra tent or two, and it's pretty limited. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to have lunch here and decide what to do. Definitely going to go to Ferro Pass, but I don't know which way I'm going to go after that. Turn around or try and get to Mitchell. I'm an hour down trail of Rock Lake, and the trail's been fantastic all the way. I don't think I've had to jump over one tree yet. There's quite a bit of water in here. This is like, it reminds me of Rock Lake is like the poor man's version of Flow Lake, and this mountain range here is like the poor man's rock wall. It's fantastic. I haven't been here this early before, so seeing the snow on it's an added bonus. Gives it a little pizzazz, I would say. So here's the trail, and you can see there is water everywhere, and there's these glacier lilies growing everywhere. There's been some activity digging them up about a week ago, I would say, but there's the odd fresh one. I would say is today sometime. Not so much of it lately on this bit of section of trail, but there's the odd track here that I'm trying to figure out, and I'm not sure exactly what that is, but maybe we'll get a better glimpse up ahead. Anyway, it's a subtle climb, so it seems, to Ferro Pass, and we'll make a decision as to which direction we're going to go once we get there. If my map is accurate, this is probably the last water source till I get past the pass. Anyhow, I'm going to stop here and grab some water. There's a bridge, of course, you can see it, and this is quite the awesome view. I mean, wow, we're right up against the mountains again. And as you can see, there's lots of snow right here, so yeah, I'm thinking we're close to the pass. So we've got to be close to the pass. And I had to get a picture of this really cool formation here. Yeah. Here's the end of this rock wall. Alright, we got to find our way through here. Okay, so it is 20 after 6. I'm not at the pass yet. I've been post-holing for quite some time. Way up to my hip sometimes. I'm going to call it and head back and try and make camp at Rock Lake for the night. I know I'm really close to the pass itself, but it's just a no-go. I got to turn around. And that's where we're going. And these tracks right in front of me here are bear tracks. So this bear has come down here probably a couple days ago, but he made it to here and then started post-holing. So, but I can't. I tried getting up there and going, but it's a no-go. Anyway, back I go through this snow. Made it through the night. We had a terrible sleep. It was awful. Heavy frost this morning. The sun is out now, so it's gotten rid of most of it. And I got this tarp pitched real low because the wind was fairly strong last night until, of course, just as it got dark, then it died off. But anyway, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get in and out of when it's this low. Yeah, don't really want to do that again. But hey, Rock Lake, great place. It's beautiful. So there is a neighbor in camp, Mr. Marmot, and he's camping underneath the outhouse. And he was in my camp under my tarp. I don't know what he did, or I think he's just looking around for now, but there it is. Scoundrel. All right, so I made it to the Simpson cabin and had a good sleep, and now I'm on the way back to my car, and we've come to this horrible snag here. I don't know if I showed it on the way in, but it's pretty brutal. It's about, well, I don't know, 50 yards long. Anyhow, this is the worst part of the trail. Well, here's my lunch stop. Almost back to the car. There's the trail we come to. A little green patch here. A little fire pit. And this is the great view. And here's the water source, and you can recognize it by the beautiful natural bridge. One last look at this Simpson.